So, going back and continuing on about superficiality, is that the word? I think it is, but how we idolize images and like instead of, the image of a person more than the real person. And like so many people I feel like put on fronts, Either like some people will act like they're this like holier than thou, or they just think that they're better than other people. And then I've met in my experience a lot of guys, and I feel like the pressure of masculinity has been placed on them. Like, they can't be vulnerable and open. And I feel like that's more of like a place feeling like society has taught us that it's weak as men to, which not me, but, as a man to open up and be vulnerable, to cry, to, I don't know, get as excited about something you're passionate about, like girls jumping up and down. Like, why is it so stigmatized that a man would do that and it would be considered like, oh my gosh, that's so gay or something? And there's nothing wrong with being gay. I'm not saying that either, but just like, I think it's messed up. And even derogatory terms, like, and like when a woman expresses and opens up, she's weak, like, that's really messed up. It's something beautiful, it's something human, it's something in nature and natural for a person to do, not to suppress that, not to not be able to be, they're able to be themselves. And it's kind of just sickening living in this society. I just kind of wish I was born in another time. Like, have an old soul or something, but I always wanted to be born in another time, and I don't know. I just try and change things where I am now. Try to be more open with people. And I'm very, very emotional, so some people probably think that's, like I'm just hormonal, or, I'm just being a girl, or I'm just being baby. And no, everybody should be open and, like, capable of expressing every emotion without any shame, without anything like that. And to become good friends with a person, I feel like, and to experience a deep and meaningful relationship, any type of relationship, whether, sorry, I got distracted, whether, romantic, platonic, whatever it is, familial, is that a word too? I don't know, but, you have to really be yourself with that person. You have to talk about deep things. Excuse me. And also going along those lines, the deep things that our society talks about aren't always that important. At least people like that my age and stuff. But I know there are people out there that really do talk about things that are important. Like the climate change. Like really developing as a person, focusing on yourself, taking care of your mental, emotional health, physical well-being. Like, I don't know why these kind of things aren't talked about more, like self-development. It's cold. But also, okay, I'm going 50 million places with this video, but like, how our society just, I said at the very beginning, but like, places all this importance on beauty. And I know you probably say I'm a hypocrite because I have earrings in and lipstick and makeup on, mascara. But, I feel like makeup should be used to enhance your beauty, to make you feel really good about yourself, because there's something like really special about, I'm not gonna lie, like when I put on makeup and I get dressed up and I look cute, I feel really good about myself. And that's also a societal thing that's placed on us, like saying like, well, if women don't look this way, then how could you possibly feel good about yourself? Like, how could you possibly feel beautiful? And so, like, maybe in a way, even I have succumbed to society like that. Like, it has suppressed me a little bit, and I have to step out of it. But you know what? I feel like there's nothing wrong, really, with doing something that makes you feel happy, that makes you feel good and better about yourself, you know? As long as you're not hurting anybody else. Like, you're not hurting anybody, and it's another way you could connect with people, too, because a lot of people connect over makeup. And I'm not saying I'm the greatest at it, because I know my lipstick's bleeding all over the place. And the only reason I look like this today is because it's Valentine's Day, actually. And I like getting dressed up for holidays and stuff. And just like, okay, how we don't focus and celebrate on the little things, the little wins, and the little things in life, like saying I love you to somebody, because even your friends, like, and also that communication of expression, like, a lot of my friends have problems with expressing like that, and I kind of just feel bad. Like, I think they're beautiful people, I think they're wonderful, but I just wish they could experience that, like, being able to really, really open up, to really show themselves to the world, like, to be able to say I love you to somebody without it being this big deal, because you don't know if you'll ever see that person again. You don't know. And that's why it's such a big deal to me to really express it to people. Like, as much as possible, like, do the little things for a person, like, try and be there all the time for them. And you won't always get it back. You won't, if I'm being honest. And it sucks. It's unfair. The world and life is unfair, but it's also beautiful in many ways. And as long as you're really working and developing on yourself, then it's gonna all be worth it. And your life is gonna be meaningful. I truly believe that. And you could impact and be a change to others. You could, your example of being who you are, authentic all the time, that's going to open the doors for other people. That's going to show this person that's really scared and really afraid, like, it's okay to be expressive. It's okay to tell me your deepest, darkest fears. Like, if we're friends, if we want a real connection, like, you could tell me when something is wrong. You could tell me, you could open up to me. And I'm not going to judge you. There's going to be no judgment there. And I don't know, like, and it's not always about giving advice to people and being in that logical brain and mindset. Sometimes people just need you there to be, like, listen to them. For them to express themselves, like. And it's so sad that some people can't do that. It actually is making me feel real cold, but I don't know what else I was gonna say. And probably just, like, reiterated the same thing all the way through, but I hope my point was kind of made anyways. But